You know I
Okay.
want you to make belts.
All right.
For-
We'll talk about your belt.
You know I want you to make belts.
I know.
What's holding you up on that?
The buckle. Nailing the buckle.
Yeah.
The attachment system for a belt is arguably the most important part. Getting the strength and the rigidity and everything else you need. And naturally, we're talking about concealed carry belts. I'm not talking about dress belts here.
Or duty belts.
Yeah, or duty belts. That's way outside of my realm. Yeah, I mean, scuba webbing's kind of the go-to as far as that goes. So, and there's some biothane, some stuff out there that does work good. And there's tons of options. I mean, belts are like backpacks, man. They're a dime a dozen. But we want to do something different in the buckle space. Now we've made a 3D printed buckle. But again, that was more of like a me project because I'm allergic to nickel. So I have, if there's any nickel in a belt buckle and I wear it with the shirt untucked, I'm going to break out because it'll just rub skin will just rub the belt buckle. Well, naturally polymers, I don't have that problem. So we 3D printed a belt buckle, wearing it now. But it's very basic. But it works great because the rigidity of the scuba webbing. And then
it's not too rigid. It's
right.
not, and that's one thing. Everybody, I feel like gun belts they're starting to catch up, but people are kind of overcorrecting now. So when it started out, everybody was wearing leather gun belts. A lot of times they'd throw a steel or like a Kydex stiffener. So these belts are like 3/8 of an inch thick. They're super stiff, and they work great if you're carrying a 40-plus ounce 1911 on one hip with multiple magazines on the other. OWB. But then you throw those guns IWB, you don't need that stiff of a belt. They put way too much pressure on very specific points on the hips, and it's really uncomfortable. Doesn't help conceal the gun well when you're carrying appendix because it's not going to press that wing in correctly. And then you've got stuff like the company Groove that makes the rings.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making what they call an outdoor belt for concealed carry. And I've had multiple customers buy that belt and they email me they're having problems with their holster. That belt is just not, it's got stretch to it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a good thing for a concealed carry belt.
No. I mean, the big thing with concealed carry belts are you want it to hold as much as possible. I mean, you want to be comfortable, of course.
Yeah.
But as much as possible, you want it to hold not only your clip for your holster, but that holster in place. So when you're pulling it out, it doesn't move because you need that counter force to keep the holster where it is so it doesn't come out with the gun because you're trying to get the gun out, not the holster. So,
and you also want to support the weight of whatever gun you're carrying. Like,
right.
I'm going to choose a different belt to carry a P365 or a J-frame than I am going to choose to carry a full-size 1911.